Hey guys, I'm putting out this video because we need some help. Um, on planetxresearch.org, about a month or two ago, we started our own little radiation network. Independent surveys from normal citizens, not a government entity, not an automated system. These reports are taken by humans. They are reported once or twice daily in units of retigens and micro sieverts. I think I'm pronouncing that right. These are locations in the US and Canada that have said they would step up. Actually, I need to refresh this page. I just updated. The ones that stay in contact the most, of course, I'm in Charlotte, so I try to do it once or twice a day, and they're color coded. I've added what units of measurement we're using. Depending on the meter, you're going to be dealing with different units, but they pretty much translate. You may have to move a decimal place. You can do some research on your own with some of the links here on a dosage chart, units explained. These are sieverts, these are retigens per hour. Maine usually reports in, that's D like white. Detroit is Timothy Paul, he usually reports in. Quebec and Oakland were reporting in. I know Oakland had problem with her meter. I don't know if she plans to continue or not. She may be waiting to get a replacement. I haven't heard from the individual in Quebec. One of our researchers in St. Louis usually gives me daily updates, and I heard from New Hampshire once or twice, and that was it. I've had nobody else step up, guys. We are getting radiation whether you want to believe it or not, whether they report it or not. If you believe what the mainstream and your government agencies are telling you, then I hate to tell you, but you're not being told the truth. Sites like the Radiation Network, I'm trying to think of the other one. There's a few. Those are great sites, but they're automated. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those sites. I just like to take readings with my own eyes and not depend on an automated system. And while we don't update as frequently, these readings are taken by quality meters, by a human being, and reported. So at least you're getting you're getting an accurate daily or twice daily background radiation update. The problem is, without the data, the only plot that's going to be on here is Charlotte in the purple. The ones that haven't reported, I moved their color codes off to the side because it's old data. So right now, as of right now, I've got 3 readings. Charlotte, I'm measuring with a CD 715 meter, like this one right here. So is Detroit, St. Louis, and Ontario and Maine are using digital SOAKS meters, so they can measure in various units. But I've got them in their appropriate multipliers and values. We need more help, and the people who have opted to step up and help, I know sometimes it's difficult to remember to do a daily reading, and everybody has their daily chores in their lives and responsibilities, but even every other day would be a great help. And we do keep a spreadsheet, but I haven't been updating the spreadsheet. I'll pull that up right now because look how many not availables. I mean, it's just, why post data that's not available? We also indicate, if the levels are steady, if they're rising, falling, or if they tend to be spiking, indicated by the upwards arrow. and a plus and minus to indicate rising or falling trends. So here's the information for today. So far, I got a lot of not availables. I've got 3 readings that have come in. I do expect Maine to report in and St. Louis to report in. They usually report later in the afternoon or the evening, so check back often. But guys, without support, I'm not, I can maintain the site, but without data, this chart's going to end up empty. So this is just another plea for help. If y'all want to know what's really going on, then we need cooperation. If you want to know our coverage area, here's a map. It's all under the RANT network. First link is your survey, second link is your map. You can blow this up. These are the states and provinces of Canada that have said they would step up. You may have to take a few of these off the map. It's not anger in my voice, it's a little bit of disappointment. And I've added a data section that has, number 1, a manual on the 715 meter, how to maintain it, take care of it, calibrate it. I scanned every page of the manual myself. This is weekly. I put up the spreadsheet, but I haven't updated this in a while because there's just no use to. And different units explained. Here's a link here that's really good. It explains the different units in conversion tables. Down here's a link to send your 715 or any civil defense meter off to California and have it professionally, independently calibrated. And here's a little cry out to the community. We need help. Even if you don't own a meter, as I state here on the map. If you have access to a university, they've got detectors there. Get in contact with some of the people who are near that equipment. Jot it down on a piece of paper. Say, hey, I'm part of an independent study. Can you give me a background reading? Do you know a friend that has a meter? You don't have to own a meter yourself. If you're in contact with somebody who does, or an institution that does, like a university, or anywhere that might have a meter, a weather station perhaps, I don't know. If you can get them from any other source and report it daily, that's all I really need. As long as you know it's a reliable source. That's all. That's the only other thing I ask, is to get daily or every other day reports of your location, and from a reliable source. And then we can keep this going, and I would like to grow this list. I would like to have to make a second page of survey locations. The more the better. This gives us a much clearer picture of what is actually, truly, really going on. Your governments and your institutions are not going to be truthful with you. We've seen this happen time and time again. We got to do this ourselves. Master of Many Things, I thank you for putting out the video about a week ago. It was a plea for help. It seemed to grab attention for a day or two, and then everybody went back to sleep. Guys, this ain't the time to be sleeping on the job. Wake up. Your planet is in peril. Your health is at risk. Your children's future is at risk. Come on, step up. Put down the Xbox. Turn off the TV. It's a bunch of lies anyway. Dancing with the idiots. America's got idiots. Talent. None of that matters. It's distraction. Those of you who haven't figured it out yet are still asleep. I'm not saying don't be entertained once in a while for, just to get away from it for an hour or two, but, come on. You can't stick your head in the sand and say nothing's going on. like I said, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. You know, people were waking up. It seems like the mass media has done a good job of putting half of you back to sleep. These problems have not gone away. Anyway, that's my rant. If you want to help out, planetxresearch.org. Just email us. Just get in contact with us. We don't ask for any of your money. All we want is information. You help us expand by donating your research. Take care.